Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video. Today we are building the cozy house that was shown off in the Paralives gameplay video. So this was a fun little build. I'm building it in the world that came with cats and dogs. I'm drawing a blank on the name of the world at the moment, but it's a very pretty world, and I thought the house would fit very well here. It was either that or the world that came with cottage living, because this is kind of a country style house. You know, I don't really know why I made it a country style house, but it just kind of turned out to be a country style house. I think it's because it's got that like classic home, cozy home kind of vibes. So I kind of just went with it, and we furnished it as best as possible and within the limits of what the game would allow. One interesting thing is you see the platform sticking out of the roof there. That is intentional. There is a balcony on the Paralives version of the house. However, I discovered that I could not put railing around the edging of the platform. So I had to resort to using half walls. So that's one difference. The other difference is just obviously some gameplay objects. The ivy, for example, we don't have like matching ivy or a lot of the trees or shrubbery, but it's not like a one-to-one kind of copy, but it's kind of based on that house and that house style. And I tried to match it as close as I possibly could. Yeah, this is where I discovered I could not put the railing down. And I'm like, okay, half walls it is then, I guess, because what else are you going to do? I couldn't just leave it open like that. And then I was flipping back and forth between looking at the reference screenshot and then trying to find matching items and similar style items in the game itself. So I did find that there is a hosta plant which looks very similar to the hosta in the Paralives screenshot. So I think that came with cats and dogs, so that's perfect. Worked well as far as landscaping goes. We do finish up the landscaping later on. I decided to get inside and start on the floor plan, finish doing windows. Since you only see like the front and side of the house from the gameplay video, I didn't really know what the back of the house looked like. So there is no like back porch or deck or anything like that. And also I didn't really know what the floor plan looks like. So the floor plan is entirely made up just out of my own head, which was also kind of complicated because I wanted to actually give access to that balcony in the front there. So it made for very narrow rooms, even though it's only like a one tile little walkway, but also it's just a very tiny, cozy house. So you just it was just a weird floor plan for me, kind of complicated to figure out. And I didn't want the rooms to be like, even though they're narrow, I didn't want them to be like super long because then it just feels like a hallway. As far as packs for this house uses a variety of packs. The gallery will be able to tell you what packs it needs, but just off the top of my head, the few that I remember using are Get Together, Cottage Living, Cats and Dogs, the base game, obviously. I think what is that one? Dream Home Decorator for the range in the island. Then there's, I believe I said Country Kitchen, but if I didn't say that pack or kit, then Country Kitchen, Everyday Clutter Kit. Oh, there's just so many I used. So yeah, the gallery will be your friend in telling you what packs you'll need to be able to have this house. As far as bedrooms and bathrooms go, there are 3 bedrooms and 3 total bathrooms, and it's on a 30 by 30 lot. And I forgot what I was going to say. Totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, the name of the house. It's called A Cozy House. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot what I was going to say. That was just complete derail of the train of thought. So yeah, that happens quite a lot. Because I just get so like focused on things I want to say and then things I've already said, and then it's like phew, gone. So as far as the living room goes, I really didn't know. It's a very big room, and I thought I could like divvy it up, maybe put a fireplace in there. And then I thought, no. I mean, in the Paralives video, they do show the chimney smoking, and I do add a chimney like on the roof, but it won't actually smoke because there's no fireplace. But I mean, you could always like take this bookshelf out that I put in place instead, and you could put the fireplace right on that wall, which would still, I think, look really pretty in that little spot there, because then you have like the reading area, as I call it, with the chair and the lamp in the corner. So yeah, and then this little room here becomes a downstairs bathroom. So I was just trying to find a variety of different like pictures, but also kind of keep it limited to a pack, but also something that I don't use a lot. Because I find that I use the same paintings or the same style furniture. So we went totally different, very country, very cottage like, and this is where I was using some of the clutter to put on the floor to make it like, you know, somebody sits there and like knits or, you know, reads a book, or they have like a variety of books that they keep in like a tub or something there. So like reading material. Basically, I do use the light switches. I use the patched in light switch, the regular flippy switch. I think it might even be called a flippy switch, because the other one is a click or clickety click or something. I don't know. So I don't really pay attention too much to the names. But so this is the downstairs bathroom, and it's a full 3-piece. So it's got a toilet, shower, and a vanity, which I thought was good to have all of those items on the first floor to keep you from having to go upstairs should your Sims, you know, need those items, which seems to happen quite often. I was trying to match the flooring here before I went upstairs, and then I realized, Arthur, just eyedropper it, because I didn't want to eyedropper because then I lose all the packs I have set for filtering purposes, and then I have to go through and reset those all, which is a huge pain. But I just figured, you know what, you're never going to find this floor and you're going to spend forever trying to find it, so just eyedropper and set all your packs. I did carry the wallpaper up from the first floor, the same like nice yellowy pastel color. This is, I guess, a kid's room. I kind of stylized it like a kid's room. I end up using a bunk bed just because the room is very tiny. Again, all the rooms are kind of small, but it's a small, cozy house. So what more do you want? And so I did manage to cram a dresser in there, a toy. I do shove a like kid's chair under the bed. I was going to do a desk, and then I thought, no, let's not do a desk or a computer. They, you know, just if you want that in there, you could probably fit it underneath the bunk bed there. This becomes the other bedroom, which I kind of stylized it for a teenage girl or a young girl, in fact. So it doesn't really matter, but it's kind of geared towards that. You got the boy, the girl, and then the parents' bedroom, which we'll get to, or the master. So it's basically a cozy family home. This is where I was using some of the clutter to kind of make the bedroom look lived in. And I was going to put that coat rack there. And then I thought, you know what? I already have too many things around the front door, so let's not do that. And then I found this tea kettle, and I thought, oh, perfect for the kitchen, because I was looking for something like that to kind of put either on the table or somewhere nearby. So that was great. And then as I'm going along, I do find random items that I'm like, oh yes, I need that. Like, I need a trash can in the kitchen. And like, I just remember random things as you're going through building. I did try to like squeeze those curtains together, but then I thought, you know what, it's okay that way, because then it's like they're slightly open, letting some light in. And this is the master, or quote parents' bedroom. And it's a very simple bedroom, just, you know, bed, dresser. All my rooms are kind of like that because, again, they're so small, you can't really fit much in there. But then what more do you need? Don't really need too much in there. Sims really only sleep or change their clothes or something, or obviously woohoo, but you know, they spend more time in other areas of the house than they do in the bedroom, though bathrooms are nice to have. So the master bath is also 3-piece. It just has a tub, toilet, and a sink. I did not put a shower, but there is a shower in the other upstairs bathroom, which is in the hallway. So just for convenience sake, you don't have to, like, your Sims don't have to go all the way downstairs just to be able to take a shower. I just thought, let's just keep it simple in this one, do a tub and just a tub only. Actually, no, this is a tub shower combo. I did use one of those, which I don't really use those because I don't like the curtains. Like, I don't like the lack of options when it comes to the curtains and the style of curtain on there. It usually doesn't go with the vibe of my house, but in this case I think it worked perfectly, so I did end up using it. But generally I don't use those like combo units because they are kind of ugly basically. So yeah, I do put a bench out here, and then I realized, wait, they use chairs in the video, so back to chairs we went. Plus the bench thing kind of looked a little weird and a little too big. We don't have a picket fence, surprisingly, so couldn't use a picket fence, so I just used a close fence I could find. I believe this is from Cottage Living. I did not put an archway in front because the only archway that we really have that would look similar to that, like what was used with like ivy over it or whatever, was like a wedding arch. So that's kind of silly to have a wedding arch in the front of your house. I'm sure you could use it though. I think Sims can walk under it, but I just figured just leave it open. It kind of makes it look nice. You don't need a gate or anything. I did size up some of the bushes to give them just some more, volume, make them look nice, even though, they are pretty nice. And then I did change some of the coloring just to give a different variation of the garden. And then I originally stopped the path right at the table there. And then I thought, you know what? Let's just carry it all the way around the house. So it goes from the one side of the picnic table all the way around. And then I just do some finishing touches. I do some stuff off recording as well. I realized that when I flip back to my reference shot that I forgot a lot of things. So I do add the flower boxes, the ivy. I fix some wallpaper because I realized there's some siding missing on the roof of the porch. Something that the video didn't have for the Paralives version of the cozy house was outdoor lighting. At least I couldn't see any from the video, so I do add some outdoor lighting because obviously Sims, will live in this house. So I also do add the chimney and the roof weather vane, which was also, again, very similar to what Paralives had in their gameplay video. So you can find a cozy house available on the gallery. I'll have my EA ID in the video description, but if you don't know already, it is TheSimified. So again, you can find all my creations on the Sims 4 gallery. This one doesn't use any CC. I generally do not use CC at all. So I just use original content, original packs, gameplay stuff. CC is really nice, but just for my builds, I always just stick with regular EA made content. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, I don't usually notate that because I don't. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, you can find it on the gallery. Let me know what you think, and I do thank you for watching. I hope you have yourself a great day, and I will see you in the next video.